Who is my brother, sister, mother? The one who does the will of God is my brother, sister, mother. As I was reading those words to prepare for today, I was meditating on the words of Óscar Romero. And this morning, I'd like to celebrate with you and meditate on the life of Óscar Romero as a very special brother to Christ. I will read some of his words, and Dave, you can show the slides. Love truth and truly love our beloved people. Those words really encompass a lot of his life. I really deeply believe in the vocation of bishop. There's three things that were part of Óscar Romero's life that I think should be part of every bishop's life. The first one is he loved the church deeply. But the second one is, and really significant to him, is that I often, when I give a talk on Óscar Romero, refer to him as a bishop who fell in love with his people. He often said the church is the people. And thirdly, he spoke the truth to power in the name of God. So I will continue to read some of his words as we look at some of his images. Nothing is as important to me as human life. I am not looking for personal gain, but rather the well-being of my people. At any time, what is most important are the poor. It is necessary to accompany those who struggle for their freedom. I am a pastor who feels the happiness and anguish of living with his people. I know exactly who I am, brothers. You are the ones who have to determine who you are. I'm simply the pastor, the brother, the friend of these people. With these people, it is not difficult to be a good pastor. Whoever is in conflict with my people will be in conflict with me. I'm glorified when I am among my people. They made me cry when I felt the care and gratitude for their pastor. I want to be God's servant and yours. A pastor has to be where there is suffering. It means much to me when a child has the trust to hug me. My love is the people. We must serve the poor majority. I want to reassure you that I will not abandon my people. The people are my prophet. Preaching that does not denounce sin is not preaching the gospel. I raise up my voice to say, do not worship your wealth. The church cannot remain silent before injustice. To remain silent is to be an accomplice. We are never ashamed to say the church of the poor. My voice will disappear, but my words will remain in people's hearts. The gospel that the church preaches will always provoke conflict. The preacher learns, you teach me. My life is not mine, it is yours. Without God, there can be no freedom. God walks alongside the people's history. The church does not sell out to anyone. It is better to be free in the truth than to have a lot of money in falsehood. The law is like a snake. It bites only those who walk barefoot. It is not God's will that some have everything and others have nothing. Let us not blame God for inequalities. There are many good people, very good people, outside the church. A people that has squandered God's tenderness lives a practical atheism. The Bible alone is not enough. The words must be brought to life. Our people's liberation process must be saved. I want to make a new call to leave behind the paths of violence. The preferential option for the poor is pure gospel. The poor have marked the true path of the church. A church which does not unite itself with the poor is not true church of Christ. We cannot be silent in such a corrupt and unjust world. The commandment, thou shalt not kill, makes all life sacred. It is much easier to get power over by preaching lies. A Christian who defends unjust positions is no longer a Christian. The right wing means exactly social injustice. A religion of Sunday masses with unjust weekdays does not please God. The truth suffers the destiny of the poor. A church that is fulfilling its duty cannot live without being persecuted. Why are they killed? the priests and the others working for justice, they are killed because they get in the way. The conflict is not between the church and the government, it's between the government and the people. The church is with the people, and the people are with the church. Thanks be to God. Let's avoid having a civil war. Sooner or later, the voice of justice will triumph for our people. Now, no one can kill the voice of justice. I will rise again in the people. I am a little like Jesus Christ, who also was an object of scandal. Nothing and no one can stop our people's cry for freedom. The new society is coming, and it is coming fast. A bishop will die, but the church of God, which is the people, will never perish. I just thought I'd offer those words of Óscar Romero. His feast day is March 24th. You can mark it in your calendar. He's a very special brother to the church, to the whole church. I'd like to end a few days before he was killed. He preached in the cathedral and he denounced once again the violence of the government and the military. And somehow, I don't remember how I got his words, but I have his words on tape. It's in Spanish, so I'll read to you right now what it says in English. We want the government to seriously consider that the reforms are worthless when they are soaked in so much blood. And so, in the name of God, and in the name of this very patient people whose cries rise toward the heavens more and more tumultuously each day, I implore you, I beseech you, I command you in the name of God, stop the repression.
Queremos que el gobierno tome en serio que de nada sirven las reformas si van teñidas con tanta sangre. En nombre de Dios, pues, y en nombre de este sufrido pueblo, cuyos lamentos suben hasta el cielo cada día más tumultuosos, les suplico, les ruego, les ordeno en nombre de Dios, cese la represión,